What's the smallest lie that changed everything? My girlfriend told me she bumped into an old friend at the bookstore. Just that, bumped into him. She said it so casually, like how you mentioned the weather, or what. You have lunch. I didn't think twice. Why would I? It was just a random detail in her day. I even joked and asked if he was cute. She laughed and said he used to be back in high school. End of story. Or so I thought. 2 days later, she mentioned they got coffee together after their little bookstore reunion. I was a little confused because why didn't she mention that part earlier? But I brushed it off. I told myself that not everything needs to be announced like a press release. And she started referencing him more. Not in obvious ways, just random mentions. He recommended this book. Or he told me this hilarious story. It wasn't daily, but it was often enough for me to notice the pattern. I asked her gently if they were catching up a lot. She said, not really, just here and there. But her smile looked different. Almost like she was replaying something in her head. I didn't want to become the paranoid boyfriend. So I stayed quiet. I trusted her. She'd never given me a reason not to. But one evening while she was showering, her phone lit up. Normally I'd ignore it, but the name caught my eye. Eli, bookstore boy. And under it, you make me feel seen in a way I forgot I could feel. I sat there staring at the screen like it had personally insulted me. When she came out, I didn't yell, I didn't accuse her. I just asked, are you sure this is just friendship? And she looked at me, eyes wide like I'd caught her mid-thought, and said, I didn't ask for this. He just started catching feelings. I was just being friendly. And I believed her. Or at least I wanted to. Because the alternative would mean everything we had was starting to crack, and I wasn't ready for that. But over the next few weeks, she grew distant. Her phone was always on silent. She started locking it. She stopped calling me by my nickname. Stopped asking about my day. And somehow all our conversations started feeling like I was trying to interview a version of her that no longer existed. Then one night she confessed. Not about cheating, but she didn't know what she felt anymore. Talking to him made her realize she missed feeling noticed. And that broke me because I thought I did notice her. I thought I saw her every single day. But maybe I got too used to the idea of us. We didn't break up that night, but we stopped being us. We became two people sitting next to each other, pretending not to notice the silence. She said she needed time to figure things out, and I said okay, because I couldn't fight for someone who didn't know if they wanted to stay. Weeks later, she texted me saying Eli stopped talking to her, said he didn't want to be the reason a relationship ended, and now she wanted to come back to us. But I wasn't angry. I wasn't relieved. I just felt empty because trust isn't something you can glue back together with good intentions. So I told her, I'm not mad, but I'm not the same person you left behind either. And that was the last thing I ever said to her.